And Frank, as Linda's husband, what moment stands out for you? Any thoughts on supporting the couple going forward? The conference room goes quiet. 8 people around this table. Linda beside me, staring at her lap. Megan across from me, pale as communion bread. Her fiancé Josh and his parents, Greg and Karen, looking at me with polite expectation. And Michael Torres, Megan's biological father, leaning back in his chair like he owns the room. Greg leans forward, helpful. It's okay if you're not used to public speaking. We just want everyone to feel included. I look at him. Kind face, genuine. Doesn't know he just stuck a knife in. My hand rests on the brown folder in front of me. Been carrying it in my truck for 3 weeks. Knew this moment would come eventually. Just didn't know it'd be tonight. In a church conference room that smells like weak coffee and lemon pledge. Can I step out for a moment? My voice comes out steady. Need something for my truck? Pastor James nods. Of course, take your time. I stand. Chair scrapes on linoleum, loud in the quiet. Linda reaches for my arm. Frank, she doesn't finish. Doesn't know what to say. I walk to the door, hand on the knob, could turn around right now. Could sit back down and let them keep believing their version of things. I open the door instead. Step into the hallway. Behind me, someone clears their throat. Probably Pastor James, ready to move on to the next agenda item. The door closes. Outside, the parking lot is dark. March in southern Illinois. 34 degrees. Wind that cuts through my jacket. I can see my breath. My truck sits under the streetlight. Blue paint faded. Lockbox in the bed. I've had that lockbox 3 weeks. Changed the lock myself after Linda said she'd find the key, then never did. I open the tailgate. Pull out my key ring. The lockbox key's separate from my truck keys now. Inside the box, a navy binder. 1.5 inches thick. Took me 4 nights to put it together. Sheet protectors, tabs labeled by year. 17 years of proof. I hold it with both hands. 3 pounds maybe. Feels heavier. Through the church window, I can see them still sitting there. Pastor James gesturing. Greg nodding. Megan's shoulders are tight. She knows something's wrong, just doesn't know what yet. If I walk back in there with this binder, my marriage ends tonight. I know that, like I know my own name. If I don't, I disappear forever. I stand there. Wind pulls at my collar. Traffic hums on Route 40, half a mile away. Inside that church, 7 people think Michael Torres raised my daughter. Think I'm just Linda's husband. A nice guy who showed up to support the family. I tuck the binder inside my jacket, against my ribs, like armor, walk back toward the building. 6 years ago, I made the first mistake. Megan was 17, prom season. Her date, Tyler, came by the house on a Saturday morning to show her something on his phone, some video the kids were watching. I was at the kitchen counter, refilling my coffee. Linda was at the table with her planner. Michael showed up unannounced. First time I'd seen him in 3 years. Walked in like he'd been there yesterday, gave Megan a hug. Tyler, this is my father, Megan said, pointed at Michael. Michael. Tyler shook his hand. Nice to meet you, sir. I stood there at the counter, coffee pot in my hand, frozen. Under the table, Linda's hand found my knee, squeezed hard. That squeeze meant don't make a scene. It always meant that. Michael told some story about Megan as a baby. Wasn't there for it. He was describing a photo Linda had texted him years back. But Tyler didn't know that. Tyler smiled and nodded. I set the coffee pot down real careful. Didn't spill a drop. Need to check something in the workshop, I said. Walked out the back door. The workshop's a detached garage. Built it when Megan was 9. She helped. Held the level while I checked the frame. Handed me nails. Her handprint's still in the varnish on my workbench. She was so proud of that. Said it proved she helped build something real. I stood in there that day, looking at that handprint. Told myself Megan was 17, confused. Biodad showing up after years. Of course she didn't know what to say. She'd figure it out later. Linda came out 10 minutes later. You okay? Yeah. Michael's just trying to be involved. For Megan's sake. I know. Don't let it bother you. I didn't answer. Linda went back inside. I stayed in the workshop another hour. Didn't do anything. Just stood there. Later that week, I noticed the filing cabinet in the corner. Bottom drawer, labeled Megan. 17 folders. One for each year since I married Linda. School records, medical files, report cards, receipts. I pulled out the folder marked junior year. And inside, prom ticket receipt, $85 for 2 tickets. Dress receipt, $240. Limo rental, I'd paid half, $120. I stared at those receipts, put them back, closed the drawer. Should have said something that day. Should have pulled Tyler aside and said, actually, I'm the one who's been here. Should have told Michael to his face. You don't get to show up twice a year and call yourself her father. But I didn't. Thought silence was strength. Thought real fathers don't need recognition. That's the lie that trapped me. 4 months ago, I walked into First Midwest Savings and asked Carol for something unusual. Need printouts of all transactions for the last 17 years, I told her. Account ending in 4872. And Carol's been the bank manager since I opened that account in 1995. She raised her eyebrows, but didn't ask questions at first, just typed. The printer hummed. Thermal printer, slow, 47 pages. Then I asked for statements from Megan's college fund, the account we'd closed 2 years back. Carol stapled everything together, slid the folder across the counter. This is unusual, Frank. Everything okay? Just getting organized, I said. Personal records. You doing taxes yourself this year? Something like that? She wanted to ask more. I could see it. But small-town politeness stopped her. I drove home with that folder on the passenger seat. Didn't open it in the parking lot like I wanted to. Waited until I got to the workshop. Spread the pages on my workbench. Right next to Megan's handprint, tuition payments, car down payment. Insurance, $340 a month for 5 years running. Orthodontist bills, dance lessons. Sweet 16 locket I'd had engraved, love always, Dad. I added it up in my head, didn't write it down yet. Just calculating. $178,340. 17 years. I sat there until Linda called me for dinner. When I came inside, she asked what I'd been doing. Organizing, I said. That night, I couldn't sleep. Lay there staring at the ceiling while Linda snored softly beside me. Got up at 3:47, went back to the workshop, pulled out a manila envelope, started filling it. Been carrying that envelope in my truck ever since. The church door opens under my hand. Fluorescent light spills into the hallway. I walk back into the conference room. Everyone looks up, relief on Pastor James's face. Linda's eyes ask a question she's too scared to speak out loud. I don't sit down. Place the binder on the table, face it toward the center so everyone can see. Pastor, I say. Voice calm, flat. I can't share a proud moment, but I can show you 17 years of them. Open the binder to the first page. Megan whispers, please don't do this. I slide the binder to the center of the table, step back, fold my arms, wait. The pharmacy closes at 9, but I'm there at 4:45, right after my shift ends. Need to pick up Linda's prescription. Cholesterol medication, routine. Rachel calls my name from behind the counter. I step forward, hand her the slip. She reaches for Linda's prescription, then checks her computer. Oh, we have one here for Megan Torres, too. Transferred from her old pharmacy? Want to grab that while you're here? My hand extends toward the counter. Stops midair. Am I listed? The words come out flat. Already know the answer. On her account, Rachel types. Her expression shifts. Michael Torres is primary contact. Linda's secondary. My hand drops to the counter edge. Knuckles go white where I'm gripping. When? Looks like 2 years ago. I nod once. Push Linda's prescription back across the counter. I'll come back. Turn. Walk to the automatic doors. Move like I'm underwater. The truck is cold. I sit with the engine off. Grip the steering wheel with both hands. My forehead touches it. Shoulders shake. No sound. Just shaking. 3 minutes pass. A security guard walks by. Doesn't notice me in the dark truck. I sit up. Wipe my face with my palm. Rough, like scrubbing. The rearview mirror shows red eyes. Gray stubble. Haven't shaved in 2 days. I look 70. Start the truck. Don't leave right away. Just sit there while the parking lot empties around me. 5:47 now. Winter dark. Finally drive. Not toward home. Toward the lake. Linda calls 3 times while I'm sitting at the lake parking area. Each time, her photo lights up the truck interior. Her name on the screen. I watch it ring. Don't answer. 4th call. I pick up. Yeah. Where are you? Dinner's ready. Not hungry. Are you okay? No. I hang up. She doesn't call back. Drive home at 8:15. Linda's at the door when I walk in. What happened? Ask Megan. I go to the bedroom. Shut the door. Don't come out until morning. Saturday morning, 9:15. I'm at the kitchen table with coffee and yesterday's paper. Not really reading. Been staring at the same crossword clue for 10 minutes. My phone buzzes. Screen shows. Megan. Text message. Hey, can you send car insurance check this week? Due on the 5th. Thanks. I pick up the phone, stare at it, set it down, try to focus on the newspaper. Can't. Pick the phone up again, scroll up through our message thread. Going back months. Thumb moving fast. Stop scrolling. Count silently. Lips moving. Linda walks in, pours coffee. What are you doing? Reading. Don't look up. Keep scrolling. 8 months back. Stop at a message. Happy birthday, Dad. That was March 15th. My birthday. She initiated that one. Every message since then. Requests, logistics, thank yous that feel like receipts. I open my banking app. Schedule the payment. $340. Screenshot the confirmation. Type. Done. Sent this morning. Pause. Add. Work going okay? Set the phone face down on the table. Linda sits across from me with her yogurt. Everything okay with Megan? Fine. You seem tense. Just thinking. The clock on the wall shows 12:18 when my phone finally buzzes again. Megan, good thanks. 2 words. I pick up the phone, read it, set it down. Open notes. Type. Last real conversation, 8 months ago. Last 180 texts. All requests. Close the app. Don't delete it. Going to the workshop, I say. Linda looks up. You okay? Yeah, I'm not. Sunday evening, 8:45. I'm in my truck in the driveway, engine off. Been sitting here 30 minutes. Came home from somewhere, can't remember where now, and just never went inside. Knock on the window. I startle. Ed's standing there in his slippers and cardigan. Neighbor across the street. 74 years old, watches everything. I roll the window down. You okay, Frank? He leans on the truck bed. Been seeing a lot of this lately. Yeah, just thinking. Long day. Thinking in a cold truck at night? Ed shakes his head. That's not thinking, that's hiding. I almost smile. Maybe a little of both. Linda know you're out here. Probably. You gonna tell me what's going on, or are we gonna pretend? Nothing to tell. Family stuff. Wedding planning. Even to me it sounds hollow. Family stuff doesn't make a man lose 20 pounds in a month. I look at him. Didn't realize he'd noticed. Ed pats the truck roof. You know where I am if you need, day or night. Don't care if it's 3 a.m. You knock. I nod. Can't get words out. Ed shuffles back across the street, stops at his door, looks back at me, makes sure I'm still here, then goes inside. I sit another 10 minutes. Finally get out, walk to the house. Linda's on the couch, watching TV, doesn't look up. You coming to bed soon? In a bit. I go to the basement instead, pull out the filing cabinet, bottom drawer, every folder labeled Megan. This time I don't just look, I pull them all out. 17 years of them. Spread them on the workshop table. Start organizing, financial, medical, school, personal correspondence. Work until 2 a.m. Linda never comes down to check. Linda's in the kitchen, on the phone with her sister Amy. Friday evening, 6:30. I'm in the living room with the newspaper, but I can hear every word. No, he's doing fine, Linda says. Sound of knife on cutting board. She's chopping vegetables for dinner. Yeah, I was worried too, but he's calmed down. Amy's voice comes through faint. Can't make out words. Just tone, concerned. I think he's made peace with everything, Linda continues. He's just stressed from work. You know how he gets quiet when he's busy. More from Amy, longer this time. Michael's gonna be at the wedding, and Frank's completely fine with it. We talked about it. As I set the newspaper down. We never talked about it. Linda announced it. I said nothing. That's not the same thing. He understands Megan needs her father there. Her father, not a father. Not both fathers. Her father, meaning Michael. Amy says something sharp. I catch the words, Frank is her father. Well, biologically, Michael. Linda cuts herself off. I have to go. Frank's home and I need to start dinner. She hangs up fast. I wait. She doesn't come into the living room, just keeps chopping. Louder now, faster. After 5 minutes, I stand, walk to the kitchen doorway. Don't tell Amy not to call me. Linda's hand freezes mid-chop. She turns. Frank, I want to hear what she has to say. She's just being dramatic. You know how she gets. She's right, though, isn't she? Linda sets the knife down. Right about what? That you've been telling people I'm fine when I'm not. That you've been managing how people see me? I'm protecting Megan. From what? From the truth? Linda's face goes red. From you making this about yourself. It's her wedding, Frank. I haven't made anything about myself. I've been quiet for 6 years. Exactly. So why start now? The question sits between us. Why start now? Like my silence was acceptance. Like staying quiet meant I agreed. What are you going to do? Linda asks. Her voice has an edge now. Fear, maybe. I don't know yet. I turn to leave. But something. She doesn't follow me. Wednesday night, 10:15. Church meeting is tomorrow at 7. I'm in the workshop. Contents of the manila envelope spread across my workbench. Organizing everything into the 3-ring binder. Sheet protectors. Tabs labeled by category. Financial, medical, school, personal. Each document slides into place. My hands are steady, not shaking. This isn't emotion. This is construction. Last page, my own handwriting. Block letters. Total financial, 178. 340. Total years, 17. Total parent-teacher conferences, 47. Total emergency contact listings, 14. Total Father's Day cards received, 11. I close the binder, hold it with both hands. 3 pounds, feels like 30. Linda appears in the doorway. I didn't hear her come out. What are you doing out here? It's late. I slide the binder into an empty Amazon box. Just organizing some paperwork. Oh, for what? Personal records, taxes. Can it wait? You have to be up early tomorrow. The church thing is at 7. I know. She doesn't come closer, stays in the doorway. You're still coming, right? I'll be there. Good. Pastor James is really excited to meet Josh's parents. This is important for Megan. I don't respond. She waits. Doesn't get confirmation. Okay, well, don't stay up too late. Turns, goes back inside. I watch her leave. 20 minutes later, I carry the box to my truck. Open the bed lockbox. Put the binder inside, close it, lock it, stand in the driveway, look at the house. Lights on in the bedroom, kitchen, garage. This is my home. Tomorrow it won't be, I know this. Linda doesn't. Go inside. Linda's in the bathroom brushing her teeth. I'm sorry, I say through the door. She spits. For what? You'll know tomorrow. What? Nothing. Good night. I go to the bedroom. Linda comes in a minute later. You feeling okay? You're acting weird. I'm fine, just tired. Well, big day tomorrow. Pastor James is so great. This'll be really nice. Yeah. She turns off the light. We lie there in the dark. She falls asleep in 10 minutes. I hear her breathing go deep and steady. I don't sleep at all. Linda's in the kitchen on the phone with her sister Amy. Friday evening, 6:30. I'm in the living room with the newspaper open on my lap, but I stopped reading 5 minutes ago. Can hear every word. No, he's doing fine, Linda says. The sound of her knife on the cutting board, chopping vegetables for dinner, carrots from the smell. Yeah, I was worried too, but he's calmed down. Amy's voice comes through faint. Can't make out the words, just the tone. Concerned, pressing. I think he's made peace with everything, Linda continues. Chop, chop, chop. He's just stressed from work. You know how he gets quiet when he's busy? Amy says something longer. Linda's silent while she listens. The chopping stops. Michael's going to be at the wedding, and Frank's completely fine with it. We talked about it. I set the newspaper down on the coffee table. Carefully. We never talked about it. Linda told me Michael would be there. I didn't argue. That's not the same as talking. He understands Megan needs her father there. Her father. Not a father. Not her father's. Singular. Meaning Michael. Not me. Amy's voice gets louder. I catch pieces now. Linda, that's not... And Frank is her father. Well, biologically Michael... Linda starts, then stops herself. Look, it's complicated. Frank chose to marry me, knowing Megan came with... Amy interrupts. Her voice sharp enough, I hear the full sentence. I'm going to call Frank myself. This isn't right. Linda's tone changes, panic underneath the firmness. No, Amy, please, just give it time. I've been giving it time. 6 years, Linda. I've watched you do this. Do what? Manage him. Tell him to be quiet. Tell him to be patient. And now you're telling everyone he's fine with being erased? Silence from Linda. Just the sound of her breathing. I'm calling him tomorrow, Amy says. Final. Please don't. The wedding's in 6 weeks. Can't we just what? Let Megan pretend Frank doesn't exist. Let Michael take credit for another man's work. Amy, I love you, but you're wrong. And I'm not watching this anymore. The line goes dead. Linda stands there holding the phone. I can see her shadow on the kitchen wall. She sets the phone down, braces her hands on the counter, head drops forward. After a minute, she picks up the knife again, starts chopping, harder than before. I wait 5 more minutes, then stand, walk to the kitchen doorway. Linda jumps when she sees me. How long have you been standing there? Long enough. She turns back to the cutting board, scrapes the carrots into a pot with the side of her knife. Amy's just being dramatic. You know how she gets. Don't tell her not to call me. Linda's hand freezes, knife halfway to the pot. Frank, I want to hear what she has to say. She's going to upset you. She doesn't understand. Understand what? That you've been telling people I'm fine when I'm not? That you've been managing how everyone sees me? Linda sets the knife down, hard. It clatters on the counter. I'm protecting Megan. From what? From you making this about yourself. It's her wedding, Frank. I haven't made anything about myself. I've been quiet for 6 years. Exactly. She turns to face me now. So why start now? There it is. The question underneath everything. Why start now? Like my silence was acceptance. Like staying quiet for 6 years meant I agreed with all of it. What are you gonna do? Her voice has an edge. Fear underneath. She knows something's shifted. Doesn't know what yet. I don't know yet. I turn to leave, stop in the doorway. But something. Frank, I'm going to the workshop. We need to talk about this. No, we don't. I walk out the back door. She doesn't follow. Wednesday night, 10:15. The church meeting is tomorrow at 7 p.m., less than 24 hours. I'm in the workshop with everything spread across my workbench. The manila envelope's empty now. All its contents laid out in order. The 3-ring binder sits open. Navy blue, 1.5 inches. $4 binder from Walmart. Bought it 3 weeks ago. Sheet protectors, 1 by 1. Tabs labeled by year, by category. Financial, medical, school. Personal correspondence. Each document slides into place with a soft crinkle of plastic. Hospital bracelet. Linda's, from when Megan was born. I kept it. Don't know why, just did. Birth certificate. Michael Torres listed as father. My handwritten note paperclipped to it. I knew who I was stepping into. I chose it. Adoption papers we filed when Megan was 7. Never finalized. Michael wouldn't terminate his rights. Lawyer's letter explaining why. My response letter. I don't need a paper to be her father. I'll keep showing up. Bank statements. Yellow highlighter. Over the entries that matter. Tuition. Car payment. Insurance. 17 years of them. Medical records. My signature on consent forms. 14 times for vaccinations. Once for emergency surgery. Her appendix. Age 9. 2 a.m. I signed. Michael was unreachable. School records. Emergency contact forms K through 12. My name first. My work number. My cell. 47 parent-teacher conferences. I signed every sheet. Cards in Megan's handwriting. Father's Day, when she was 10. Dear Dad, you're the best dad ever. I love you more than ice cream. Christmas when she was 14. You're my hero. College acceptance at 18. Dad, I got in. Thank you for believing in me. And the last one. Her 21st birthday, 2 years ago. Addressed to Frank. Not Dad. Just, thanks for the check. Hope you're well. I slide that one in last. The shift is visible. Anyone looking at these cards in order can see exactly when I stopped being her father and became Frank. Final page. My own handwriting. Block letters. Blue ink. Total financial, 180, 340. Total years, 17. Total parent-teacher conferences, 47. Total emergency contact listings, 14. Total Father's Day cards received, 11. Not a bill, not a guilt trip, just facts, proof that I was here. I close the binder, hold it in both hands. 3 pounds maybe. Feels heavier. The workshop door opens. Linda. Didn't hear her come out. What are you doing? It's late. I slide the binder into the empty Amazon box on the floor. Cardboard flaps cover it. Just organizing paperwork. For what? Personal records. She stays in the doorway. Doesn't come closer. Can it wait? You need to be up early. The church thing is at 7. I know. You're still coming, right? I'll be there. She watches me, trying to read something in my face. Good. This is important for Megan. I don't respond. Just look at her. She waits. When I don't say anything else, she shifts. Okay. Well, don't stay up too late. She turns, goes back inside. I wait until the back door closes, then pull the binder out of the box. Look at it one more time. Tomorrow night, I bring this into that church. Everything changes. Linda will divorce me. Megan's wedding might not happen. Josh's family will know they were lied to, and I'll be the one who destroyed it all. Or I leave it in the truck, say nothing, again, sit at that table while Michael gets called Megan's father, while I'm introduced as Linda's husband, while 17 years disappear like they never happened. That version of tomorrow, I keep my marriage. Keep the peace. Keep being invisible. I tried that version for 6 years. It almost killed me. I carry the box out to my truck. 10:45 p.m. Linda's bedroom light is on upstairs. She's getting ready for bed. Open the truck bed lockbox with my key. The one Linda never found when I asked her to. The one I changed the lock on myself. Put the binder inside. Close the lockbox. Lock it. Stand there in the driveway. Look at my house. Lights in the bedroom. Kitchen. The workshop behind me. This is my home. Tomorrow night, it won't be. Linda doesn't know that yet. I go inside. She's in the bathroom brushing her teeth when I pass the door. I'm sorry, I say. She spits into the sink. For what? You'll know tomorrow. What? Nothing. Good night. She comes into the bedroom a minute later while I'm sitting on the edge of the bed. You feeling okay? You're acting weird. I'm fine, just tired. Big day tomorrow. She gets into bed, pulls the covers up. Pastor James is great at these family meetings. This'll be really nice. Yeah. She turns off the lamp. We lie there in the dark. Her breathing slows. Gets deep. She's asleep in 10 minutes. I stare at the ceiling until morning. The conference room smells like church coffee, weak, too much water, and lemon furniture polish. Rectangular table, 8 metal folding chairs with padded vinyl seats. One of them squeaks when Greg shifts his weight. We all arrived separately. Josh and Megan first, holding hands. Greg and Karen second. Karen carrying a notebook, prepared like she's chairing a meeting. Michael and his wife, Tanya, third, 5 minutes late, no apology. Linda and me last. Pastor James sits at the head of the table. He's good at this. The gentle authority, the warm smile that puts people at ease. Been our pastor 12 years, married Linda and me in this church. So glad we could all gather, he says. Gestures around the table. Love seeing families come together. Small talk starts. Weather, Cold snap coming, might snow again, Josh's new promotion at the electrical company. Megan's nursing shifts, nights are exhausting, but she loves the work. Michael's loud, tells a story about traffic on the way here, laughs at his own joke. Tanya smiles beside him. They seem easy together, comfortable. Linda keeps glancing at me. I'm sitting rigid. Can't help it. My folder's on the table in front of me. Brown, 9 by 12. She's looking at it, looking at me. Looking at it again. Megan won't meet my eyes. Been like that since we sat down. She's spinning her engagement ring, round and round on her finger. Greg and Karen are polite. Midwest nice. But they're watching everyone, assessing. Karen writes something in her notebook. Date, probably. Names. Let's get started. Pastor James folds his hands on the table. We're here tonight to honor both families as Josh and Megan prepare for marriage. Blended families are a blessing, and I want each parent to share maybe a moment you're proud of, or hopes for the couple going forward. He looks around, smiles. Michael, why don't you start? Michael sits up. He was expecting to go first. Well, Pastor, I gotta say, watching Megan grow up has been incredible. He leans back in his chair. It squeaks. I remember her 8th birthday party. She wanted a unicorn cake, and I'll never forget her face when she saw it. He wasn't at that birthday. I drove 40 miles to a bakery that could make a unicorn cake. Picked it up at 6 a.m. Megan cried when she saw it. But nobody here knows that. And when she got into nursing school, man, I was so proud. Michael's voice gets softer, earnest. I always told her, Meg, you've got a gift for helping people. She gets that from me, I think. Tanya nods beside him. She believes him. Why wouldn't she? She wasn't there either. Josh squeezes Megan's hand, proud of her dad. Pastor James smiles. That's wonderful. It's clear Megan has strong roots. He turns to Linda. Your turn. Share a proud moment? Linda shifts in her seat, glances at me. I'm staring at the table. Well, Megan's nursing school graduation was probably the proudest I've ever been, seeing her walk across that stage. Karen leans forward. That must have been so special. Was it a big celebration? Yes. Megan's father took us all to dinner. She means Michael, not me. I paid for that dinner. $380 at the Italian place Megan chose. But Linda's careful. She says Megan's father and lets everyone assume. Michael nods, doesn't correct her. Maybe he believes his own revision of history. My hand tightens on the folder. Pastor James turns to Greg and Karen. Now, tell us about Josh. Greg starts talking. Something about Josh fixing a neighbor's electrical problem for free. Wiring a whole garage, refused payment. Good kid, kind heart. I don't hear most of it. There's a ringing in my head. Not actual ringing, just pressure, like being underwater. I look at Megan. She's staring at her lap. Won't look up. Look at Linda. She's nodding along to Greg's story, smiling at Pastor James. Everyone in this room thinks Michael raised my daughter. Thinks I'm just Linda's husband. A nice guy who showed up to support the family. Greg finishes his story. Pastor James turns to me. And Frank, as Linda's husband, what moment stands out for you? Any thoughts on supporting the couple going forward? The words hit like cold water. Linda's husband, not Megan's father, not even Megan's stepfather. Just Linda's husband. I don't answer. Can't form words yet. Greg tries to help, thinks I'm shy. It's okay if you're not used to public speaking. We just want everyone to feel included. His face is kind. Genuine. He has no idea what he just said. Josh adds, yeah, Frank, anything you want to say? Even just advice or whatever? He's smiling, expectant, thinks we're all family here, thinks this is a normal pre-wedding meeting. I look at Megan. She's pale, frozen, knows something's wrong but doesn't know what. The folder's in front of me. Been carrying this in my truck for 3 weeks. Knew I'd need it eventually. Just didn't know it would be tonight. In this room, with Pastor James watching. Can I step out for a moment? My voice comes out steady, flat. Need something from my truck. And Pastor James nods. Of course. Take your time. We're not in a rush. I stand, push my chair back. The scrape on linoleum is loud. Linda reaches for my arm. Frank. She doesn't finish the sentence. Doesn't know what to say. I don't look at her. Walk to the door, hand on the knob. This is it. I can turn around right now. Sit back down. Let them keep believing. I open the door. Step into the hallway. Behind me, someone clears their throat. Probably Pastor James. Ready to move on. The door closes. Outside, the parking lot is dark. 34 degrees. Wind cuts through my jacket. I can see my breath in the air. My truck sits under the streetlight. I walk to it. Gravel crunches under my boots. Open the tailgate. Pull out the lockbox key. Inside, the navy binder. I hold it in both hands. 3 pounds. Feels like 30. Through the church window, I can see them. Still sitting there. Pastor James gesturing. Greg nodding. Megan's shoulders are tight. Linda's staring at the table. They think I'm getting water. or using the bathroom. They don't know. If I walk back in there with this binder, my marriage ends tonight. If I don't, I disappear. I stand there. Wind pulls at my collar. Traffic on Route 40 hums in the distance. I tuck the binder inside my jacket. Against my ribs, walk back to the building. I open the conference room door. Everyone looks up. Relief on their faces. Good, he's back. We can continue. Linda, you okay? I don't answer. Walk to the table. Don't sit down. Place the binder on the table. Pastor James. Oh, good. You're back. We were just... I interrupt. Voice calm. Flat. Pastor, I can't share a proud moment, but I can show you 17 years of them. Open the binder to the first page. Turn it so everyone can see. First page, hospital bracelet. Linda's, from when Megan was born. Birth certificate underneath. Shows Michael Torres' father. My handwritten note, paper clipped on top. I knew who I was stepping into. I chose it. Greg leans forward, reads the note out loud, confused. I knew who I was stepping into. I chose it. He looks up at me. Frank, what is this? I slide the binder to the center of the table, step back, fold my arms. Don't say anything, let them look. Pastor James picks up the binder, starts flipping pages slowly. Second page, adoption paperwork, never finalized. Lawyer's letter, explaining Michael wouldn't terminate his parental rights. My response letter stapled underneath. I don't need a paper to be her father. I'll keep showing up. Third page, bank statements, yellow highlighter over the entries. Tuition, car down payment, insurance. Page after page of them. Pastor James's face changes. Confusion turns to realization. Karen pulls the binder toward her, flips faster. Medical records, my signature on consent forms, insurance cards showing my name. Emergency contact forms from school, my name first, 17 years of them. Josh picks up a sheet protector from the middle of the binder. Father's Day card. Pink construction paper, marker, in a child's handwriting. He reads it aloud. Doesn't understand the context yet. Dear Dad, you're the best dad ever. I love you more than ice cream. Looks at the date written at the top, 2011. Looks at Megan, looks at Michael, looks at me. Wait. He flips another page. Bank statement, highlighted line. Frank, you paid for Megan's college? Megan whispers, please don't do this. I don't respond. Just stand there, arms folded, waiting. Josh flips more pages. His hands are shaking now. Stops at the financial summary page. $178,000? His voice rises. You told me your dad, Michael, you said he sacrificed everything for your education. Megan's crying now. It's complicated. He was married to my mom. He offered? Josh's face is red. This says 17 years. This says he paid for everything. He looks at Michael. How much did you pay? Michael shifts in his seat. I sent money when I could. I had my new family. How much total? Maybe 4,000 over the years. Josh slams the binder shut. The sound makes everyone jump. 4,000. Frank paid 178,000. Greg picks up the binder, opens it to a different section, pulls out a sheet protector. Megan. His voice is quiet, disappointed. Did you write these cards to Frank? He holds up the Father's Day card. The Christmas card from when she was 14, the college acceptance letter where she called me Dad. Megan can't speak, just nods. When did you stop? Greg flips to the last card, reads it. Frank. Thanks for the check. Hope you're well. He looks at the date. 2 years ago, you were 21. He sets the card down, looks at Megan like he's never seen her before. Pastor James is still holding the binder. He's on the medical records now. Page after page of my signature. Emergency surgery when Megan was 9. My name on the consent form. Date and time, 2:17 a.m. He looks up at me. Frank, why didn't you say something before? My first words since I opened the binder. I did. Every day for 17 years. Nobody was listening. Silence. Karen breaks it. Her voice is ice. Linda, did you know about this? Linda's hands are shaking. It's complicated. Frank and I, we decided together not to make a big deal about... You decided? Karen's voice gets sharper. Or he was told to stay quiet? Linda doesn't answer. Josh stands up. Did my family know Frank raised you? Megan can't look at him. I didn't think it mattered. Didn't matter. He's almost yelling now. We seated him at table 9, your mom's husband. We put Michael at the family table as your father. He is my father. Stop. Josh's voice cracks. Just stop. Michael tries to defend himself. I'm her biological father. That's not something you can just erase. Greg turns on him. You didn't raise her. You sent $4,000 in 23 years. Sit down. Michael's mouth opens, closes. He sits. The room goes quiet. Just the sound of breathing. Karen flipping through pages. The fluorescent lights humming overhead. Pastor James looks at me. Frank, do you want to say anything? I shake my head. He nods, understands, closes the binder, sets it in front of Josh. Josh stares at it, then at Megan, then at me. Can I keep this? He asks. Make copies? It's yours. He takes it. Doesn't give it back to Megan. Pastor James stands. I think we should take some time, process this. Maybe we reconvene next week. No. Josh's voice is flat. We're not reconvening. He walks out, doesn't wait for Megan. Karen follows him, then Greg. They don't say goodbye. Michael and Tanya leave quickly after. Tanya's crying. Michael won't look at anyone. Pastor James touches my shoulder as he passes. Frank, I'm sorry. He leaves. Just me, Linda, and Megan now. Megan stands, tries to approach me. Can we talk? Please? I didn't mean. I walk past her. Don't stop. Don't look back. Linda follows me to the parking lot. Frank, wait. I turn. Just my head. Don't fully face her. Don't. Get in my truck. Start it. Drive away. In the rearview mirror, I see Megan collapse into a chair. Linda standing in the parking lot. Both of them alone. The way I've been alone for 6 years. I drive home. Park in the driveway. Sit there for 20 minutes. Finally go inside. The house is empty. Linda's still at the church, I guess. Or driving around. Don't know. Don't care. I go to the bedroom. Pack a bag. Clothes for a week. Toiletries. Leave everything else. Write a note. Leave it on the kitchen counter. Staying at extended stay on Route 40 until I find a place. Lawyer will contact you next week. F, no apology, no explanation. Lock the door behind me on the way out. I don't go to the extended stay. Not yet. Drive around for an hour. End up at the lake. Same place I went after the pharmacy. Park. Engine off. Stare at the water. My phone rings. Linda. I let it go to voicemail. Rings again. Linda. Again. Linda. Fourth time I answer. Frank. Please come back. We need to talk about this. No. You can't just leave. I already did. Where are you? Does it matter? Silence on her end. Then, what do you want me to do? Nothing. There's nothing to do. Frank. I hang up, turn the phone off, sit there until midnight, then drive to the extended stay. Friday morning, 24 hours since the church meeting. I'm at work, water department. Same job I've had for 30 years. Donna, the department secretary, brings me coffee around 10. Heard there was some excitement at church last night. Small town. Of course she heard. Yeah. You doing okay? Fine. She doesn't believe me, sets the coffee on my desk. You know where I am if you need anything. Thanks, Donna. She leaves. I stare at the coffee. Don't drink it. My phone, turned back on this morning, has 17 missed calls, 12 from Linda. 3 from Megan, 2 from Pastor James, no voicemails. They know I won't listen. 1 text from Linda. Josh's mother called. They want Megan to apologize to you or the engagement is off. I don't respond. Another text an hour later. Please call me. We need to figure this out. Don't respond. At lunch, I drive to a law office downtown. Ask for a divorce attorney. The receptionist gives me a name. Sarah Mitchell. Can see me next week. I make an appointment. Saturday. 48 hours since the church meeting. I'm apartment hunting. Found a place on Route 40. 2 bedrooms, $780 a month. 4th floor. Balcony overlooks a retention pond. I sign the lease. Move-in date, Monday. When I get back to the extended stay, there's a car I don't recognize in the parking lot. Honda Civic. Megan's car. She's sitting on the curb outside my room, sees me pull in, stands up, I get out of my truck. She starts walking toward me. Frank, please, can we just talk? No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Josh's family won't. I need you to tell them. Tell them what? That I didn't mean it. That you were my dad. You are my dad. I was just confused. You were 21 when you changed my name on your cards. That's not confused. That's a choice. I know, but I'll fix it. I'll tell everyone. I'll make it right. You can't fix what you meant. Her face crumples. Please. Josh left me. His family won't talk to me. Everyone at church, they're all please. I can't help you. You're the only one who can. I shake my head. I was your father. You were my daughter. Past tense. I accept that now. No, please. Don't say that. Goodbye, Megan. I walk past her to my room, unlock the door. She's still standing there when I close it. 20 minutes later, I hear her car start, drive away. I sit on the edge of the bed, stare at the wall. The room smells like bleach and old carpet. This is my life now. Monday morning, I move into the apartment, don't have much, clothes, tools from the workshop, coffee maker. That's it. Leave everything else. Furniture, kitchen stuff, photos, left the wedding photo on the mantle. Face down, Linda can have it all. Wednesday, 1 week since the church meeting. My phone rings, number I don't recognize. I answer anyway. Frank Coleman? Yeah. This is Sarah Mitchell, divorce attorney. You have an appointment with me Friday, but I wanted to call now. Your wife's attorney just contacted me. Linda has an attorney? She does now. She's willing to negotiate on the house. Wants to know your terms. The house is in my name. I bought it before we married. Then you have options. You can sell it and split proceeds. Or you can offer her a buyout. Or she can rent from you. What's market rate for rent? For a 3-bedroom in your area? Probably $1,400 a month. That's more than she makes. I'm aware. Silence. What do you want to do, Frank? I want her out. Okay, I'll draft the paperwork. You're sure? I'm sure. All right. See you Friday. She hangs up. I sit there, holding the phone. This is real. I'm divorcing Linda. 18 years of marriage. Done. Thursday, Ed calls, my neighbor. Frank, it's Ed, across the street. Hey, Ed. Listen, I saw Linda packing boxes. She leaving? Yeah. You okay? I'm fine. You need anything? No, but thanks. All right. You know where I am. I do. He hangs up. Good man, Ed. Known him 20 years. He gets it. Doesn't press. Saturday. 10 days since the church meeting. I'm at the hardware store. Need to fix a leaky faucet in the apartment bathroom. Buying washers and a wrench. Ray owns the place. Been here 40 years. Friend of mine since I moved to town. He sees me at the counter. Heard what happened. Yeah. Never did trust that bio dad. You did right. Didn't do it to be right. I know. That's why it was. He rings up my stuff. $47. I pull out my wallet. Ray waves me off. Put that away. This one's covered. Ray. Not arguing. Just take it. I nod. Thanks. You take care, Frank. You too. Walk out. Get in my truck. Sit there for a minute. People in this town. They know. They see. More than Linda ever did. 2 weeks after the church meeting, I go to church. Saturday evening service. Smaller crowd. Older people mostly. Sit in the back row. Linda's not there. Haven't seen her since the night I left. Megan's not there either. Haven't seen her since the extended stay. Service starts. Pastor James does the sermon. Something about forgiveness, about grace. I don't listen. Just sit there. After, people come up. Not many. Maybe a dozen. Ed, from across the street. I watched you raise that girl. I know what you did. You're a good man. Woman named Clara. Goes to Linda's Bible study. My husband and I, we always thought you were her father. We didn't know about all that other mess. A young guy, Ben, maybe 35, has a son. The way you handled that, with dignity. That's what I want to teach my son. They don't linger, don't make a big deal. Just say their piece and move on. I nod, thank them, don't know what else to do. Linda's in her usual spot at the front. I see her when I'm leaving. She sees me too. We don't speak. 3 weeks after the church meeting. Text from Megan, first one since the extended stay. Josh broke up with me. Wedding's off. Are you happy now? I stare at the text. Type. I'm not happy or unhappy about it. It's not my situation. Her. You destroyed my life. Me. I showed up for 17 years. You destroyed the story yourself. I just stopped pretending it didn't happen. Her. I needed you. Me. Past tense, correct. I block her number. Don't hear from her again. 4 weeks after the church meeting, Sarah, my attorney, calls. Frank, divorce papers are ready. Linda's attorney signed off. She's moving out next week. Going to stay with her sister. Okay. The house is yours. You owe her half the equity. $87,000. Payment plan or lump sum? Lump sum. Get it over with. All right. I'll send the paperwork. Thanks, Sarah. You doing okay, Frank? Fine. You sure? Yeah. She doesn't believe me, but she doesn't push. Okay. Call if you need anything. Hangs up. I sit on my apartment balcony. Cold out. March turning to April. 41 degrees. Watch the retention pond. 3 ducks floating. Spring migration. My marriage is over. My daughter's gone. My house is empty. And I'm sitting here, alone, watching ducks. This is what truth cost. 6 weeks after the church meeting, I hire Sarah Mitchell for the divorce. First meeting in her office. She's younger than I expected, maybe 40, sharp, organized desk, no small talk. What are you hoping for in the separation? Legal protection, asset division, no contact. Are you open to reconciliation? No. She looks up from her notepad, studies me. Most clients want. I'm not most clients. Can you file this week? She looks at the documents I brought. Property deed, bank statements, timeline of events, everything organized in a folder. You're very prepared. I've been preparing for 17 years. Just didn't know it. She almost smiles. All right. I'll have papers ready by Friday. The house is in my name. Bought it before I married Linda. Paid cash from selling my father's place after he died. Sarah lays out my options. You can sell and split proceeds, or Linda can buy you out, $87,000 for her half of the equity, or she can pay rent at market rate, $1,400 a month. What's she make? $38,000 a year, so she can't afford the buyout. Can't afford the rent either. Third option, I say, so she moves out. You're sure? Yes. Sarah makes a note. Okay, I'll notify her attorney. Week 7. Tom from church stops me at the hardware store. Been friends 20 years. Deacon. Good man. Frank, heard about everything. Megan's really struggling. Okay. She made a mistake. Young people do that. 17 years of mistakes. I'm no longer available to absorb them. But family forgives. I did. I forgave the first 100 times. I'm not family anymore. She made that clear. Tom shifts his weight. Uncomfortable. This isn't like you. The old version of me is retired. This is who I am now. He doesn't know what to say to that. I pay for my supplies. Leave. Week 8. Linda shows up at my apartment. 10 p.m. I'm reading on the couch. Knock on the door. Look through the peephole. Her. Open the door. Don't invite her in. Stand in the doorway. Can we please talk? You have an attorney. Use her. I can't afford an attorney. I can barely afford. She stops. 20 years of marriage. Doesn't that mean something? 17 of those years you watched our daughter erase me. You said nothing. That means something. Frank, we're done, Linda. You're being cruel. I'm being clear. There's a difference. She stands there, tears on her face. I don't move. I need more time, she says, to find a place. You have until the end of the month. That's what the court ordered. That's 2 weeks. I know. Where am I supposed to go? Your sisters, she offered. Linda's face hardens. You've got this all figured out. I do. What happened to you? You did, for 6 years. I just finally noticed. I close the door. She stands there for a minute. I can see her shadow under the door. Then she leaves. Week 9. Donna at work brings me coffee, like she does every morning now. Heard about the family stuff. That's rough. How you holding up? I'm good. Downsized my obligations, simplified things. You seeing anybody? Talking to someone? I'm talking to a lawyer. That's sufficient. She sets the coffee down. Frank, you don't have to be so hard. Yes, I do. Should have been hard 20 years ago. She leaves, closes my office door quietly. I drink the coffee. It's good. She makes it better than the machine does. Week 10, I stop by the house. Need to check the furnace before Linda moves out. Don't want pipes freezing if she turns the heat off. She's there. Packing boxes in the kitchen. Sees me. Didn't know you were coming by. Just checking the furnace. Oh. I go to the basement. Check the pilot light. Check the thermostat. Everything works. Come back upstairs. She's still in the kitchen. Box of dishes half packed. I'm sorry, she says. Doesn't look at me. Just keeps wrapping plates in newspaper. For all of it, I don't answer. I thought if I gave it time, Megan would come around on her own. I didn't want to force her. I thought. She stops. I was wrong. Yeah. Is that all you're going to say? What else is there? She looks at me now. You could tell me you forgive me. I can't do that. Why not? Because I don't. She turns back to the dishes. Keeps packing. I leave. Week 12, Sunday service. I go to the later one now, Saturday evening. Fewer people. Less chance of running into Linda, but she's there anyway, front row, her usual spot. I sit in back. We don't acknowledge each other. After the service, people stop me. Always the same ones now. Ed, Clara, Ben, a few others. They don't ask questions, just check in, make sure I'm okay. I am, or I'm not. Hard to tell the difference anymore. Walking to my truck, I see Megan's car in the parking lot. She's inside it, watching me. I get in my truck, start it, drive away. In the rearview mirror, I see her sitting there, just sitting, watching me leave. Week 13. The divorce is finalized, papers signed. Linda moves out 3 days later. I drive by the house that night. Lights are off, driveway empty. I park, go inside. It's quiet. Echoes when I walk. All the furniture's still here. I told Linda to take what she wanted. She took almost nothing, just her clothes and personal items. I stand in the kitchen. This is where we had breakfast for 18 years, where Megan did homework at the table, where Linda made dinner while I read the paper. All of it's gone now, not the furniture, the life. I don't stay long, lock up, go back to the apartment. Week 14. My phone rings. Unknown number. I almost don't answer. Frank Coleman? Yeah. This is Greg Martinez, Josh's father. I sit up. Hey, Greg. Listen, I wanted to call. Josh and Megan. It's over, officially. He gave the ring back last week. I heard. I know this is awkward, but I wanted you to know what you did took guts. My wife and I, we respect that. You were in an impossible situation. Thanks. Josh is doing okay, hurting, but okay. He keeps saying he can't marry someone who could do that to their father. Those are his words. No, I don't know what to say. Anyway, just wanted you to know, we don't blame you for any of this. I appreciate that. You take care, Frank. You too. He hangs up. I sit there, holding the phone. Josh broke up with Megan because of me. The wedding's off because of me. Their future's gone because I brought a binder to a church meeting. I did that. And I'd do it again. 4 months after the church meeting, Sunday morning service. I've switched back to morning now, easier. Linda goes to evening service now. We've divided the church like assets. Pastor James preaches about service, about honoring those who serve quietly. He doesn't say my name, doesn't need to. Everyone knows. Sometimes the greatest love is silent, he says. And sometimes silence is mistaken for weakness, but God sees. And eventually so does everyone else. I'm in the back row, alone. Linda's not here. Megan hasn't been to church in months. After the service, people approach. Same ones. Always the same ones. Ed, you did right, Frank. Don't let anyone tell you different, Clara. My husband and I always knew. We saw you at every school event, every game, every recital. Ben, my son asked about you, about what happened. I told him sometimes being a man means standing alone. I nod. Thank them. Don't linger. That afternoon, I'm at the grocery store. Produce section. Picking out apples. See Megan 3 aisles over. She sees me too. Freezes. I keep shopping. Don't acknowledge her. She walks toward me, slow, like she's approaching a wild animal. Frank, I put an apple in my bag. Pick up another one. Can we talk? Just for a minute? No. Please. I've lost everything. Josh left. His family won't speak to me. People at church, they look at me like... I move to the oranges. She follows. I was stupid. I didn't understand what I was doing. I was young. You were 21 when you stopped calling me dad. That's not young. That's grown. I know, but I can change. I can fix this. If you just but... I stop. Turn to face her. First time I've looked at her directly in months. You didn't lose everything, Megan. You traded it. For a father who didn't raise you. That was your choice. I didn't know you knew. Her eyes fill. What do you want me to say? Nothing. There's nothing to say. I turn back to my cart. Keep shopping. She stands there. People are watching now. Staring. This is a small town. They know the story. Megan walks away. Fast. Almost running. I finish shopping. Check out. Drive home. Don't think about her the rest of the day. 5 months after the church meeting, I'm at the diner. Sunday breakfast. Eggs and toast. Coffee. Ray from the hardware store sits down across from me. Doesn't ask. Just sits. Morning, Frank. Morning. Saw Linda at the store yesterday. She's living with her sister now. I heard. She looks rough. I don't answer. Eat my eggs. You doing okay? Fine. You ever think about, I don't know, reaching out, talking? No. Ray nods. Doesn't judge. Fair enough. He gets up, pats my shoulder, leaves. The waitress refills my coffee. Young woman, maybe 25. Went to school with Megan. Mr. Coleman? I look up. I just wanted to say, I remember you at all our school events. Every concert, every game, you were always there. Thanks. Megan's loss, not yours. When she walks away before I can respond, I sit there, finish my coffee. People see, they know, more than I thought they did. 6 months after the church meeting, Facebook's been talking. I don't have an account, deleted it years ago, but Donna shows me at work. Someone from church posted something vague. Wild, how people rewrite history until receipts show up. On comments underneath, dozens of them. Wait, what happened? Check DMs. Some people forget who raised them. Donna closes her phone. It's spreading. People know. Good. You sure? This is going to follow Megan for a while. She made her choices. This is what they cost. Donna looks at me. Sad. You're different now. I know. She leaves. I go back to work. 7 months after the church meeting, I'm at the bank, depositing a check. Carol, the manager, waves me over to her desk. Frank, how are you? Fine. I heard about the divorce. I'm sorry. Don't be. She hesitates. I also heard about what happened with Megan, the church meeting. Everyone heard. Everyone knows. I just wanted to say, I remember when you came in for those bank records. You looked so... She stops. I should have asked more questions. Should have checked if you were okay. It wasn't your job. Still, I'm sorry. Nothing to be sorry for. She nods, hands me my receipt. You take care of yourself. I will. Walk out, get in my truck. The whole town knows now. The whole town's chosen sides. Most of them chose mine. 8 months after the church meeting. Ed dies. Heart attack. In his sleep. Peaceful. I go to the funeral. Standing back. Don't sit with anyone. Ed's son gives the eulogy. Talks about his father's kindness. His wisdom. His quiet strength. Mentions me by name. Dad always said Frank Coleman was the kind of man he wanted to be. Steady, reliable, true to his word. I didn't know Ed said that. After the service, Ed's son finds me, shakes my hand. Dad thought the world of you, especially after everything that happened. He was a good man. He said the same about you. We shake again. He moves on to other mourners. I stand there, looking at Ed's casket. He saw me sit in my truck all those nights, knew I was breaking, came out in his slippers just to check. Good man, I'll miss him. 10 months after the church meeting, I'm at the house. My house now. Moved back in last month. It's emptier than before. Took most of the furniture to Goodwill. Kept the basics. Couch, bed, table. That's it. Sitting in the living room. News on TV. Don't know what they're talking about. Just background noise. Doorbell rings. I open it. Linda's sister, Amy. Amy. Frank. Can I come in? I step aside. She walks in, looks around. It's different. Yeah. Listen, I wanted to apologize for Linda for not speaking up sooner. I saw what was happening and I should have said something. Not your fault. Still, you deserve better. Thanks. She shifts, uncomfortable. Linda's not doing well. She's depressed, barely leaves the house. Oh, I don't answer. I'm not asking you to go back to her. I know that's not happening. But maybe you could talk to her just once? No. Frank, she made her choice. Every day for 6 years she made it. I'm done paying for her choices. Amy nods. Okay, I understand. She leaves. I close the door. Linda's depression isn't my responsibility. Not anymore. 14 months after the church meeting, I'm at the grocery store again. Saturday morning. Routine now. See Megan in produce. Same place as last time. She sees me. Freezes. I keep shopping. Don't look at her. She approaches anyway. Slower this time. More careful. Frank, I pick up a tomato, examine it, put it in my bag. Please, can we just talk for 1 minute? No. I've lost everything. Her voice cracks. Josh is engaged to someone else. His family won't let me near them. Mom blames me for losing you. Everyone at church. I move to the lettuce. She follows. I didn't know what I was doing. I was confused. I stop. Turn to look at her. She's thinner. Dark circles under her eyes. Hair pulled back in a messy ponytail. Scrubs. She's coming from or going to work. You didn't lose everything, I say. You traded it. For a man who sent $4,000 in 23 years and showed up twice a year, that was your choice. I was stupid. You understood exactly what you were doing. You chose comfort over truth. You chose easy over right. That's not stupid. That's just who you are. Her face crumples. What do you want me to do? Nothing. There's nothing to do. I can't fix this? No. Not ever. Not ever. She stands there, crying, people watching. I turn back to my cart, finish shopping, walk to checkout. She's still standing there in produce when I leave. I get in my truck. Sit there for a minute. That's it. That's the end. Last conversation we'll ever have. Megan's gone. Linda's gone. The life I built for 17 years, gone. And I'm sitting here, alone. Groceries in the back seat. I start the truck, drive home. That evening, I'm on my apartment balcony, 4th floor, overlooks the retention pond. 41 degrees. Late March. Spring coming. Cheap plastic chair from the hardware store. Metal side table with my coffee. Black mug, chipped on the rim. The coffee's cold. Been sitting here an hour. 3 ducks on the pond. Paddling around. Migration season. No music, no TV from inside. Just the sound of the neighbor's door closing 2 units down. Sound of a truck starting in the parking lot. Driving away. I watch the ducks. Not thinking about Megan. Haven't checked her social media. Don't have social media to check. Not thinking about Linda. Divorce finalized 3 months ago. Paperwork in a filing cabinet. Haven't opened it since. Not thinking about the 17 years I lost. Just watching ducks. One dips its head underwater, tail up. Surfaces. Shakes water off its feathers. Paddles to the edge of the pond. Steps onto the mud. Stands there, preening. Not going anywhere in particular. I watch. Take the last sip of cold coffee. It's bitter. Should have drunk it when it was hot. Stand up. Go inside. Close the balcony door quietly. Don't lock it. 4th floor. No need. Sound of the door clicking shut. Inside, the apartment is quiet. 2 bedrooms. Barely furnished. Couch, bed, table. That's it. Kitchen's clean. No dishes in the sink. Nothing on the counters. Living room has 1 photo. Me and my father. Fishing trip. I was 30. He died 2 years later. No photos of Megan. No photos of Linda. I don't need photos to remember. I remember fine. I just don't want to. 15 months after the church meeting. My 63rd birthday. No one calls. I blocked Megan and Linda's numbers 6 months ago. Donna brings a cupcake to my desk at work. Happy birthday, Frank. Thanks. Any plans? Going fishing, solo. That sounds nice. It is. She leaves. I eat the cupcake at my desk, Finish my paperwork, leave at 5, drive to the lake. Same spot I've been going for a year now. Sit on the dock until dark, catch nothing, don't care. Drive home, this is my life now. Quiet, structured, sufficient. No wife, no daughter. No family dinners or Christmas mornings or graduations to attend. Just work. Church on Saturdays, fishing on Sundays, coffee on my balcony. It's not the life I wanted, but it's the one I chose. When I chose truth, and I'd choose it again. Late March, 15 months since the church meeting. Saturday morning, 7:15. I'm on my balcony. Same plastic chair, same chipped coffee mug, same view of the retention pond. 41 degrees, overcast. Snow melting off the gutters. Drip, drip, drip. 3 ducks on the pond. Been watching them for 10 minutes. I'm wearing my fleece jacket. Unzipped, work boots, unlaced, reading glasses on a chain around my neck. The coffee in my mug is cooling. Half finished. I'll dump it out when I go inside. Make a fresh cup. Been doing that a lot lately, letting coffee go cold, forgetting to drink it. I'm not thinking about anything in particular. Not Megan, not Linda, not the 17 years. Just watching ducks. One of them dips underwater, tail up, surfaces, shakes off, paddles to the edge, steps onto the mud, stands there preening its feathers. I watch it. There's a small spiral notebook on the side table. $2 at the Dollar General. Been writing in it lately? Not a journal, just notes. Things I notice. Things I need to do. I pick it up. Open to a blank page. Write in block letters. March 23rd. Duck's back. Coffee's cold again. Fix that tomorrow. Close the notebook. Set it down. Don't smile. Don't frown. Just sit there. The duck finishes preening. Waddles back into the water. Swims away. I take the last sip of cold coffee. Bitter. Stand up. Pick up the mug. The notebook. Go inside. Close the balcony door. Quietly. Don't lock it. Sound of it clicking shut. Inside, I rinse the mug. Set it in the dish rack. The apartment is quiet. Always quiet now. No TV, no radio, just silence. I like it that way. Pour a fresh cup of coffee. This time I'll drink it while it's hot. Sit at the kitchen table. Open the notebook again. Flip back through the pages. March 15th, birthday. Donna brought cupcake. Went fishing. March 8th, saw Megan at store. Didn't talk. She looked tired. March 1st, fixed spot, sink and bathroom. Leaks gone. Feb 22. Ed would have been 75 today. Miss him. Simple entries. Nothing profound. Just proof I'm still here, still moving forward, still waking up every morning. That's enough. I think about the future sometimes. 2 years until retirement, then what? More fishing probably? More coffee on the balcony. Maybe travel. Haven't decided yet. I won't remarry. Can't see that happening. Won't reconcile with Linda or Megan either. That door's closed. I'll work until I retire. I'll have acquaintances. Not deep friends. That's fine. I'll attend church sporadically, sitting back. Leave early. One day I'll die. Small funeral. Co-workers. Some church members, maybe Linda will come, out of obligation. I'll leave my estate to charity, no family to inherit. But I won't die having lied about who I was. Won't die having pretended betrayal didn't happen. Won't die small, apologizing, accommodating. I'll die knowing I chose truth when it cost me everything. I'll die knowing the man in the mirror was honest. Even when honesty was punished. That has to be worth something. I close the notebook, drink my coffee. Still hot. Good. Look out the window. The ducks are still on the pond. Sun's trying to break through the clouds. Not quite making it, but trying. Spring's coming. Things will thaw. Life will continue. I'll wake up tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and that's enough.